afterwards, and I talked to Joe this morning, so I'll fill you.
And over almost 2 years,
How are
he was
you?
promoted to supervisor in one of the parks.
Now call the meeting of the Corning County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance. O Lord, giver of life and source of our freedom, we thank you for the many blessings you have given our community. We invite your presence in our meeting. We know that it is from your goodness that we have received all we have. Gracious and loving God, we understand you call us to be the stewards and the caretakers of our community. Help us to serve in that role. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held May 28, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, are there any discussion county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Excuse me, I believe we had some write-in comments, correct, that came via email?
The emails that we received this morning.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Okay, under that one?
Under correspondence.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, the next item is the opening of bids for the Carbon County Correctional Facility Water System Control Building Equipment and Piping Rehabilitation Project. We have one bidder, Bognet Incorporated out of Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Kelly.
Okay, Kelly, we heard you around there. Sorry, I forgot to turn off the mic, or turn on the mic. We're opening bids right now for the water facility or at the prison, the pump house project.
Okay, we do have a total project price of $266,000. But there are some notes on here that will need to be reviewed.
So I'll go ahead and I'll make the motion, that we table. I was looking for the bond.
And is it gonna be 1 or 2 weeks? Probably 2 weeks.
Better.
It's pretty technical.
I think from looking at this, though, the comments on here, we might be able to, well, I'd put it down for 1 week because there are comments on here that I think may raise an issue on the bid, so.
Well, we can
Well-
always extend it if we have to next week if it's not ready for approval or denial.
So I'll make the motion then that we table this for 1 week, pass it to the county engineer for review.
I'll second that.
Okay, there is a bid bond, so.
Okay, Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay.
Executive session?
Oops, sorry. There was one executive session held on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020 at 10:30 a.m. for personnel reasons.
Next item is the budget transfers.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There are no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of check numbers 213378 through 213442 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $311,195.13.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. And at this time, we'll recess our weekly meeting of the commissioners. and call the monthly meeting of the salary board to order.
First item is the approval of the minutes of the salary board meeting held May 7th, 2020.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning salary board?
What about Mark?
Pardon?
Oh, I'm
She
sorry.
didn't pull Mark.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mark, it wasn't intentional.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
now we're good. Okay, now, are there any guests concerning salary board business at this time? Hearing none, we move on.
report of executive sessions held.
There was one executive session held on June 1st, 2020 at 10:30 a.m.
Okay. Next item is courts. Mr. Armstrong?
Good morning. Magisterial District Judges Jim Thorpe changed the rate of one secretary one from $11.95 per hour, grade 6, step A, to $12.31 per hour, grade 6, step B, effective June 27, 2020.
So moved. Or is he making a motion? I'm second.
No.
Okay.
No, you
Okay.
can't motion.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, 1 second, please. To the callers on the line, would you please mute your mic? We're picking up the background noise from you. Okay? Thank you. Okay, proceed.
Magisterial District Judges Lansford changed the rate of one secretary one from $19.13 per hour, grade 6, step Q, to $19.71 per hour, grade 6, step R, effective June 19, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay. Clerk of Courts, is Mrs. Boney here? No? Okay. Clerk of Courts changed the rate of one clerical specialist from $10.84 per hour, grade 4, step A, to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, effective June 10th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mrs. Semmel?
Good morning. Change the rate of one clerk PFAD coordinator from $11.95 per hour, grade 6, step A, to $13.06 per hour, grade 6, step D, effective June 4th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Did she make the
So
motion?
she-
Oh, yes.
Second.
I'll second it.
Okay. Mrs. Semmel?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Thank you.
Buildings and Grounds, change the rate of one part-time cleaning person from $10.32 per hour, grade 3, step A, to $10.63 per hour, grade 3, step B, effective June 17th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of two summer laborers from $9 per hour to $9.50 per hour, effective June 4th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Establish the position of one summer laborer at $9.50 per hour, effective June 4th, 2020, excluded from the retirement plan, not anticipating to work 1,000 hours, and an additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service if applicable.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Children and Youth Services, change the rate of one fiscal assistant from $14.84 per hour, grade 8, step E, to $15.28 per hour, grade 8, step F, effective June 10th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one secretary 3 from $12.55 per hour, grade 7, step A, to $12.93 per hour, grade 7, step B, effective June 17th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Commissioner's Office, Parking, establish the position of one-time parking attendant, part-time parking/meter attendant at $10.32 per hour, grade 3, step A, effective June 4th, 2020, excluded from retirement plan, not anticipated to work 1,000 hours.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
No.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
No.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The parks, change the rate of 2 seasonal park maintenance from $10.32 per hour, grade 3, step A, to $10.63 per hour, grade 3, step B, effective June 4th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of 3 part-time seasonal park maintenance from $9 per hour to $9.50 per hour, effective June 4th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Any further business for the salary board? Hearing none, we adjourn the salary board and reconvene our commissioners meeting.
Next item is the personnel report.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request.
Under correspondence, I'd like to note as well that we have received 3 emails this morning concerning the resolution that is on the agenda for this morning for the park, Mock Chunk Lake Park, restricting the use to only county residents and some other things there, and we appreciate the support on when we do things of this nature.
Okay. Next item is advertising. Authorize the advertisement of the first public hearing notice regarding the fiscal year 2020 CDBG CV funds and application for entitlement and non-entitlement communities.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
CCT Atlanta for approval and execution, the fiscal year 2020-2021 Medical Assistance Transportation Program Participation Grant Agreement, assurances of compliance with the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
District Court Constables for ratification. Utilization of constables for coverage in all 4 district court offices for the next 4 weeks at the rate of $13 per hour per the constable fee bill and the request of the court.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
NEPA MPO, Planning and Committee appointments. Assignment and reassignment of county and at-large voting representatives and alternatives to the Northeast Pennsylvania Metropolitan Planning Organization, Technical Planning Committee for a term commencing July 1, 2020 and ending June 30th, 2022. County Representative David Bodner, Planning and Development. County Representative Alternate Harold Pudliner, Weatherly Borough. At-large Representative Doyle Heffley, State Representative, and at-large Representative Alternate Jason Skrimkowski, replacing Eloise Arner.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Transit voting, appointment of Carbon County Community Transit Voting Representative and alternate representative to the Northeast Pennsylvania Metropolitan Planning Organization for the term commencing July 1, 2020 and ending June 30th, 2022. The representative is Brendan Cotter, Senior Director of the Capital Asset Planning and Maintenance of Atlanta. The alternate, Tiana Williams, Director of Atlanta Bus Rider Experience.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Planning and Development, rescind action taken for approval, rescind the resolution number 20-008, adopted on February 20th, 2020, agenda item number 20-114, appointing David J. Bodnar Jr. as Director of the Office of Planning and Development as a designation agent for the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program on behalf of the County of Carver.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For adoption, the resolution authorizing the chairman and the vice chairman to execute the grant agreement for the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Pocono County's WIOA reappointments. Reappointments to the Pocono County's Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act Development Board for an additional 3-year terms to end June 30th, 2023. Barbara Green, Blue Mountain Ski Area, Kim Miller, Carbon County Action Committee, and Mary Beth Ferguson, Bureau of Workforce Partnership and Operations.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Solicitors report?
Thank you. Correctional Facility, for ratification, a request received from the warden for an agreement with St. Luke's University Health Network of Bethlehem to conduct COVID-19 testing on inmates who need to be transferred to other facilities.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Declaration of disaster emergency for adoption, declaration of disaster emergency due to coronavirus disease 2019, authorized the 4th day of June 2020, extending the declaration to July 31, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Agency on Aging for approval and execution, an agreement with RAPA Law Offices of Lehighton to provide legal services to the Area Agency on Aging clients from April 1, 2020 through June 30, 2023, with an option to renew on an annual basis with each successive annual term commencing July 1st and expiring June 30, unless one or both parties choose not to renew. Legal services at the rate of a single will, $25, joint husband and wife will, $40, power of attorney, $25, advance directives, $25, consultations, $25, non-will legal services, $30 an hour, not to exceed $4,000 annually.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For approval and execution, an agreement with Sevlin and Sevlin Law Offices of Lehighton to provide legal services to the Agency on Aging from April 1, 2020 through June 30, 2023, with an option to renew on an annual basis, with each successive annual term commencing July 1st and expiring June 30, unless one or both parties choose not to renew. Legal services at the same rates as indicated for the RAPA Law Office contract.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Liquid Fuels, for ratification, a reimbursement agreement modification for Bridge 12, North Old Stage Road, T516 over Mud Run, Kidder and Penn Forest Township, bridge replacement project. This modification adds $297,040 to the final design phase for a new total cost for preliminary and final design of $612,040.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Parks and Recreation Camp Store concession for approval and execution, a lease agreement between the county and Robert E. Brown of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania for operation of the Camp Store concession at Mock Chunk Lake Park from April 1, 2020 to March 31, 2022. The rental payment is $200 per month. The camp store is in operation. plus $80 per month for the period June through August, a total of $240 for electric service, contingent upon receipt of certificate of insurance.
So moved.
Second,
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Camp Store concession addendum for approval and execution, an addendum to the lease agreement between the county and Robert Brown of Jim Thorpe for operation of the Camp Store concession at Mock Chunk Lake Park. The rental payments are amended so that the first payment will be prorated amount of $100 for the month of June payable on or before July 1, 2020. Electric payments amended to reflect a payment of $40 for June 2020, payable on or before July 1, 2020, contingent upon receipt of certificate of insurance.
I move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Food and refreshment concession for approval and execution, a lease agreement between the county and Robert E. Brown of Jim Thorpe for operation of a food and refreshment concession at Mock Chunk Lake Park from January 1, 2020 to December 31, 2020. Annual rental payment is $3,750 plus $80 per month for the period of June through August, $240 total for electric service, contingent upon receipt of certificate of insurance.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Food and refreshment concession addendum for approval and execution, an addendum to the lease agreement between the county and Robert E. Brown of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania for operation of a food and refreshment concession at Mock Chunk Lake Park. The rental payments are amended so the first payment will be prorated, amount of $600 payable no later than June 30, 2020. Electric payment amended to reflect the payment of $40 for the month of June 2020, contingent upon receipt of certificate of insurance.
I move that we table this for a period not to exceed 2 weeks so that we can assess the potential adoption of item number 20-268, which is resolution 20-024.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mock Chunk Lake Park, resolution for adoption. Resolution restricting use of Mock Chunk Lake Park during the COVID-19 emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Further business?
Okay, under further business, concerning a bid we had due next week concerning the Carbon County Correctional Facility Water Storage Tank Project. After talking with the county solicitor, Administrator Eloise Garner, myself, and Mike Turpak of Carbon Engineering, discussed some issues with the timeline and the complexity of the project and some issues. We received an email then subsequent to that recommending that the Carbon County Correctional Water Facility Water Storage Tank for approval, addendum number 4 to the Carbon County Correctional Water Storage Tank Maintenance Project, closing bid dates to move to due June 22nd, 2020, and opened on June 25th, 2020.
That being the motion, I'll second.
I can make that a motion, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Any further business?
Before we continue, would you be able to see if they can mute their mic again, just because our microphones are picking that up?
I understood. Those on the intercom, I know Amy and Kelly are on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Wayne.
If someone has a mic, their mic on, and we're getting a lot of feedback, and it's,
Yeah, somebody, yeah, I can tell on my end too, because it's been crazy, and I don't have the video playing.
yeah, I think, I don't know
Sounds
if
like a
it's
TV
feedback
playing.
from our meeting is what I can understand or make out, so.
Yeah, if you could please mute.
Yeah, if you can, well, until we get to the questions there, Amy and Kelly. Kelly, can you hear me? Okay.
Well, we,
Whoever it is, if you do have your mics on, please mute them at this time until we get to the question period for the news media. Thank you. Oh, there
there
it
we
is.
go.
There we go.
Okay, we found it.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you. Should have interrupted me before.
I was like, well, all the important stuff is at the end, so I'm like, I'll see if it stops.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Commissioners' reports, Mr. Warner?
The only thing that I really have, I'll have a lot next week, because I think we're gonna meet with our cleaning staff, and we're gonna try and revamp our cleaning throughout the county, to help out with the COVID, but, we're having a meeting Monday with them to go over things. And we just, in fact, on the personnel report, we actually hired one additional person, that we're gonna revamp this. So next week I'll give a better report on it. But I'd like to let the cleaning staff know before I tell the public. And for us, I look forward to the restaurants doing their outside dining. I mean, I think it's a good step. I mean, they've been using their own ingenuity, putting tables out, putting tents up. So I think they're heading in the right direction, and that's gonna get us in the right direction. But I think probably this week or next week, we're probably gonna get announced that we might be going green. But one of the things is, when you go green, it does not mean go. In fact, I think there were some questions today. I think masks are still gonna be required, so it's not like it's letting everything loose. So we've been doing very well in our county. I mean, I think Carbon County could be an example for what is happening across the state. I mean, the public is listening, the businesses, we're trying to get them back, and there's funding coming. We don't know how it's gonna be distributed, but hopefully we'll have a report on that next week also, once the funding comes out. But I wish all of them luck, and hope we have a good weekend. Thank you.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yeah, I'll make one comment in regards to the resolution adopted 20-024. I think it's important for the public to understand the restrictions on capacity for swimming this summer in Carbon County. I think many know that Lansford Pool has been inoperable for many years. Palmerton Pool is not likely to open before early July. Weatherly's Urana Park will not be opening. That has been drained, and the council made a decision not to open that this year. And both Beltsville and Hickory Run Park will, at least during this phase, be at 50% capacity, and expected potentially to go to 75% capacity, swimming capacity, should the county go to green. So it is our expectation that adoption of this resolution will help provide an opportunity for county residents to recreate in a safe manner. I know as part of that resolution, there were some attachments that have been provided to the press and available to the public. I just want to highlight, those attachments are a concept. They are a plan. Doesn't mean they're necessarily the plan that would likely be implemented on Saturday morning. Ultimately, the park director will decide how to best implement the resolution that was passed based upon the situation on the ground, the resources that he has available, with unquestionable emphasis, priority number one, being both the safety of county residents, users of the park, and safety of the employees. That's all I have.
Mr. Notstein?
Yeah, just a quick update on the election returns. We've been working nonstop, just about. Days we had about, yesterday afternoon, probably about 6 or 7 extra people in addition to the 2 full-timers, the 2 full-time, part-time people that are there, plus a person from our office who was furloughed that we put in there full-time. Plus we had about 4 others in the office assisting in opening the envelopes and going through all the ballots and everything. So it's very time-consuming. They are getting there. They expect to be done today. They'll be starting to scan later today. I can give you some preliminary numbers, estimates at the polls. There were 7,109 voters at the polls. there were 6,669 applications for mail-ins, of which we have right now, and the only number I think that would be correct possibly is or the two numbers, I should say, the number of votes at the poll, which is only 18.65%, and the mail-in applications. The returns, we have counted at 5,596 returned mail-ins. We have just over 150 provisionals that they didn't get to yet, so we have approximately just over 13,000 voters cast that voted this election, which only comes out to about a 33% or something like that, a very low turnout considering it's presidential, but it's going to be interesting. They'll start scanning today, and I don't think people realize how much time with the change in laws and the COVID and the time we put in. We had hired 2 part-timers, and I would assume that at 500 hours for the year for both elections, and they're probably getting close to that by now. So I'm sure we'll be doing an addendum or in a separate salary board issue to extend those hours for the part-timers, and we'll see how things worked out now. We'll sit back and regroup, go over the issues, and move on. We've had a lot of new poll workers this time. That presented a problem. There's some of the people came back and did a card with them, from the scanner and that. So there were a lot of questions. No major issues were reported though at the any of the sites that I'm aware of. So things went fairly smooth. It just unfortunately had such a low turnout, but I suspect in November it'll be a big difference. So we'll have to prepare ourselves for the worst and hope for the best as far as trying to streamline the process and to maybe perhaps speed it up a little bit. So we'll see what we can do in the meantime. I think that's all I have for now under my report. I'll adjourn the meeting. And at this time, there were some questions by the news media that were mailed in. Tony, do you have yours with you? We have Sheriff Tony Harvilla here to talk about the COVID issues or contracts at the prison, if you will, Sheriff.
All right, there was actually 3 questions that came in from the news media regarding the COVID processes at the prison. And the first question was, have you had a lot of inmates transferred from the facility that were tested for COVID-19? And the answer to that question is no, we have not. The next question is, there hasn't been any cases inside the correctional facility, has there? The answer to that question is no. And I would like to just make a comment about that, and I think, at least in my opinion, the reason for that was early and decisive action taken by the prison board and the courts to limit the amount of transfer activity with inmates. So I think that there's some credit due to the prison board and to the courts for taking decisive and early action there. And the final question that came in is, how is doing testing on inmates getting transferred beneficial for the county in stopping the spread? And I think this question is related to the contract to do testing. The reason for this is the Department of Corrections is requiring inmates transferred to their facilities to have a negative COVID test, again, to limit the amount of spread. By the same token, the Department of Corrections is indicating to us when they send a prisoner back to us that that inmate has also been tested and has gone through a health screening. So it's a two-way street, and that's the reason for the contract.
Okay, let me, while we have the sheriff up here, Alyssa, you have any further questions on the issue with the COVID at the prison?
I don't think so. I was gonna ask about the contract, so I mean, we said everything.
Haley, any questions on it? No. Kelly? Any questions for the sheriff on the COVID issue at the prison, the testing? Amy? Any questions?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner.
And then one of the other questions we had was the disaster declaration and why we're extending it. for one reason, the federal government, it goes to July 31st. We wanted to keep in line with that. Plus the fact, and it's a good possibility that will be extended. The governor just extended the disaster declaration for Pennsylvania for another 90 days. But this is because of the funding is the main reason, I'd say, at this point in time, because we will have ongoing expenses well past July 31st, and who knows how long. It just depends how things play out in the pandemic. So that is the reason we are extending our disaster declaration, because of the expenses and losses, not only expenses, but losses that we're going through as well. Okay. Does that answer that question? Any other further questions on that issue? Or some of the other ones?
Yeah, I'll go for the first one. So this, from the Times News, Mock Chunk Lake Park, with all these lease agreements with Robert Brown, does that mean concession stands in the camp store will be open for residents as part of the restricted use? Mr. Brown has contractual authority to open the camp store and concession stand, and has had that. We're ratifying the contract. So the expectation would be Mr. Brown will open based upon his contractual obligations and authorities. In the resolution, it is mentioned swimming areas. Will it be swim at your own risk, or will you have lifeguards on the beach for the swimmer? Due to the number of lifeguards currently available, it will be swim at your own risk. However, there will be a lifeguard pre-positioned in vicinity of the beach at the lifeguard building with first aid materials. Will you have extra cleaning procedures in place for pavilion use during the period? At this time, the pavilions will not be rented out due to inability to really control the number of individuals who might mass in the pavilions. So while it is an opportunity to use them, there's no expectations that the pavilions will open or be rented out during yellow. Does the resolution mean Jim Thorpe and Summit Hill mayors and law enforcement will be helping with maintaining order with regard to parking flows? Coordinations have taken place with both Jim Thorpe and Summit Hill boroughs, and in addition to PennDOT, and the Pennsylvania State Police will be notified this afternoon with adoption. They have looked at the concept or the plan and are in agreement with it, and will provide service as may be necessary, customary to what they have done in the past. I will ask that the county sheriff's department will be providing resources to assist the park director out there. How will you be verifying that the visitors are county residents? ID cards and or utility bills or similar correspondence. Will in-county rates for visitors be in effect to get into the county-only area, or will this be a free at this time? Since it's swim at your own risk, swimming is at no fee. So again, as long as we're at swim at your own risk, there is no fee for the swim area. However, the regular camping rates are in effect. That's all I had in regard to that from Amy Miller.
One of the other questions, and we might include the sheriff on this one, is the constables. We had a request at the magistrate's offices for additional security. And because of the staffing level, the courts are vamping up again. There were times they requested additional security. There was no way the county sheriff's office could have provided that additional support. So what we are doing is contracting with constables, and I forget the amount of hours that are going to be added just for additional security during court proceedings. We're only going to do this, we did it for 4 weeks for the to the end of June, just to see how it goes, because we're not sure anything, and this is all COVID related, basically, is why we're doing this. So that's where we're at with that, and it wasn't a whole lot of hours like we first thought. We thought they wanted someone, 8 hours a day, and that wasn't the case. So it's only 2 or 3 days a week total, I believe, for each of the 4 magistrates. So.
When you have the standard speaker, Kelly asking if you could recap the scope of the prison water system rehab project, and why was this needed?
Okay, as you know, the prison was built in '94, opened December '94, I believe it was. The system is aging. We've had several leaks in the system. We had to do emergency shutdowns for piping repairs. The control system that was installed at that time has malfunctioned. The relays you can no longer get. We manually have to turn the pumps on and off to fill the tank up, so that's creating issues. The 3 control pumps, there's 3 pumps that we have to maintain a minimum of 60 PSI in a prison. And that's because the flush valves and everything operate under pressure. And if we lose pressure, we lose the water, all the valves open up, they won't shut off until we systematically get the pressure built back up. We'll start at the beginning, we'll shut the valve at the prison, get the pressure back up, and go through the process of opening up block by block. Some cases it's one valve at a time in different cells, etc. It's not a complete block, but all the valves in the prison have to be shut, and as the pressure builds up, they gradually start to open them up to maintain a pressure. But basically, the expansion tank, the controls are about shot. The fittings where the chlorination occurs, they're corroding away. The steel that was used at that time, the valves are corroding, and we had looked at taking the valves out, refurbishing them, painting them, and putting them back in, but the time frame, we were replacing the valves because it's just as cost effective. So many issues with the water system up there, just normal wear and tear. So we're working on that. Open the bids today, we'll look at it, see how that goes, as well as the other part of that project was the water tank. There's some slight leaks, sediment in the tank that have to be cleaned out, some joints resealed, the plastic caps over the nuts on the outside of the tank have to be addressed. We're installing a tank level system, which we do not have now, to give us, we're supposed to have a warning system that failed of when the tank water gets too low, or if it goes too high, it automatically shuts off the water, and that's the one I was talking about where the relay failed, and it was showing the tank was empty and it was actually overflowing. So there's a lot of issues there, and that's why we're doing the water project. Not that we wanted to go out and spend, over $250,000 on this project, but if you recall what happened when we had the other water problem last year, creates major problems for us in the prison. But we do have a better handle on it now, and know how to react to it a lot better. We try to prevent the loss of pressure by bringing tank trucks in, having pumps set up, and pumping prior to shutting any system down. Of course, that system could fail at any time. The power could go off, even with the backup generators. You never know if something could happen, but that short time, if the pressure drops, it causes about 2 or 3 hour delay in getting the system back up and running. So I hope that answers your question.
We had one more from the standard speaker. We received a release from Representative Heffley's office that Carbon would be receiving $5.79 million for coronavirus relief CARES Act. Any plans for the funds?
Do you mind if I comment? Well, we've been looking into this, we've been asking questions, and we're really not getting answers, but this is something that I think was started a couple weeks ago. There were some counties that did get direct payments. So we're thinking that's where this is coming to, that the rest of the counties will be getting this. And some of them have been using it, they broke it up, someone might have broken it up into 3 different areas where they were given to municipalities. They would keep some the county. And I think before we comment too much on it, I think the only thing that we're really looking at is we're gonna use this money the right way. We're looking at maybe breaking it down maybe into 3 phases. If we get this money, July 15th, that doesn't mean we have to get rid of it by July 16th. I mean, this has got to run all the way to the end of the year. So we're looking at, that way if we, I'm looking at this, and I think they agree with me also, if we break it up into 3 phases, give a little bit up front, and then you can adjust the other ones, and we'll see what businesses or municipalities or fire companies need the money. And then we can adjust that's going on. And I think you see this so many times, you throw money out there and it doesn't go to the right place. And I mean, we've discussed this, and I think we're gonna have a plan, and we sort of do have a plan, but we don't know what it is, because we don't, it's like, who's gonna get the money? There's no guidelines out there, but we're looking, it's probably gonna be municipalities, fire companies, like I said, and one of the things, what I really like to comment, and I think on this, we had a Zoom meeting, everybody should be keeping documentation on everything with COVID. It doesn't matter if you printed a sign out, you must wear your mask, keep track of everything. You have to, it's all COVID related. Maybe you've got laptops for people to work. Anything that's related to that, that's what you have to document, because we have to accept this. And then there's gonna be stipulations that they have to give us bills, and you have to document that. So every municipality, business, or whatever, and I'm not saying it's going to all of them, but you should keep all your documents, because it doesn't matter if it's $1 mask, $1 is gonna go to 100, and 100 is gonna go to 1,000. So keep every little item that you'd use. It could actually be you get a cleaning service in, or like even, like we have somebody here on staff that's in extra cleaning, that would fall underneath that. So there's so many things, and if you think that it falls under, or you had extra work or extra things that you had to do, document it.
Well, Rocky, the one thing I would add, and we emphasize this to Governor Wolf in our letter, right? County commissioners know the county better than anyone. Likewise, municipal leaders know the needs of their municipalities better than anyone. And I would expect that as we work towards really figuring out what the guidelines are, we will ensure that we're empowering the municipalities to meet the requirements that they have, since they understand that environment better than any of us.
Right. The governor, I must say, the governor has finally come to the table with the county commissioners, has a group of about 8 or 10 commissioners that are now on a committee with the governor, and conference calling, as well as CCAP staff, executive director, deputy director, and conference calls with the governor on the issues, and trying to better improve the system on how we're going to distribute the funds, what it's going to look like when it goes green, et cetera. So we finally got them to the table. They had a conference call on Monday. We had a conference call, it'll be 2 weeks ago tomorrow, for half an hour with the board of directors and the Commissioners Association. So we are starting to get some more communication between the state and the county level. One thing I will add that really clarify, the funding coming in must be COVID related somehow, must be. And we're not sure how that distribution is gonna look. Don't know how we're supposed to distribute, if at all, to the communities or the municipalities for their expenses. But one thing I want to bring up real quick, I just got an email this morning from EMA regarding the attached details of entities as of 8 a.m. this morning that has established a profile account in FEMA's grant portal. It's not a list of who has submitted projects. That'll come later. The survey, it's different from the survey 123. Some of your entities may not be listed here to them having under $3,300 in eligible costs and not establishing an account yet. So I don't have much detail other than that right now, other than the fact that you must, the municipalities have to have that minimum $3,300 in eligible costs, and have to register with FEMA on their grant portal. So to the municipalities, get registered, especially if you've already met that 3,300, and I'm sure most of them have. There were only 2 as of this morning that have registered from Carbon County. Mahoning Township and Lehighton Borough. And I'm sure there are others that have well above that as well. So I strongly encourage the municipalities to apply because it's funding they need. So, okay. Melissa, any other questions?
I think the only other thing I have, just back to the Mock Chunk Lake resolution, can you guys talk a little bit about, you probably don't know at this point, but like estimates of the money that the county might lose because of this decision?
Well, all
and
we know is-
balancing that with safety.
All we know is what it was last year. Last year in June, it was $66,000 in revenue that came in. And we're not attempting to make any projections on what that revenue may be. But again, at the end of the day, the safety and health of the residents of Carbon County outweighs that small amount of revenue.
I think that was the only other thing I had.
Haley?
My only question is, does this, about the Mock Chunk Lake, does this last as long as the disaster declaration, or is it gonna be through the summer?
Well, right now, we said it's through yellow or 30 June, whichever is later. It's our expectation, that we will meet CDC and Pennsylvania Department of Health guidelines and maintain those through green. But again, and open the park up. There is no plan on our part
No.
to go beyond 30 June.
Even with the disaster declaration extending it,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean we cannot open it sooner
Right.
or change things, but as of now,
Yeah.
as long as we're yellow, hopefully we'll be announced tomorrow to go green.
Mhm.
And if we don't get that lucky tomorrow, I'm sure we will get named next week, knock on wood, but,
Yeah.
we're all hoping for that to maybe, because of our small businesses are suffering big time. And that's one of the other issues with that funding, how that's gonna be distributed. All that's included, as far as I know, on the distribution, so it's gonna be it's a difficult process on how there's so many people involved and entities involved, small businesses, municipal governments, the county government, nursing homes, and drug and alcohol, the NrH2s, and so many other organizations that qualify. So the distribution is, might have to hire two people to figure it out. It's not gonna be easy for anyone, unless they come out with specific guidance, and we haven't seen anything yet. So, okay?
Yep.
Kelly? Oh, Kelly.
She's not there.
She might have gone off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Amy, I know you're there.
Hi, I'm good, guys, thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Are you guys still trying to hire lifeguards then?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just pushed the ad back up to Weatherly and Palmerton, because I know they have lifeguards who need jobs.
Yeah, and the pools
Yeah,
aren't
so
open.
I think right now we have 3 confirmed, 2 more look like they're coming in.
Okay.
So we're right about 5 right now, so about, half of what we wanted.
Okay,
You
cool.
know? Yeah.
So if you get like 10 lifeguards, will it, then you'll be able to charge people?
Yeah, once we feel comfortable with the number of lifeguards that we can open an extended area, with coverage. Because, we could open simply sections, what we've done in the past. It's open in thirds, so that could help you reduce the number of lifeguards you need. The problem is, if you only, that's potentially 2/3 less people or 1/3 less people who you can have because of social distancing. So again, let's keep it it's county resident, again, Chris Lukasevich speaking, county residents have paid for this park since the late 1960s. So for a couple weeks, should they be able to come and swim for nothing? Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
in a safe area and stuff, we figure out how to get all this stuff off. Yeah.